Yeah, hope you can hear me uh, much better now. Yeah, I had to get that in. This thing about the energy of whatever you do, right? This is saying that how you do things is even more important, right, than how you do them. Right? How you say things is more important than what you say. Many times, that is the way it works. All right. So whatever can build your energy, whatever can give you the momentum, can give you, that vibe, that feeling. Find it and use it. All right. I'm sure you guys are not too surprised seeing me today, right? Yeah, you shouldn't be. We'll have more of this. We'll absolutely have more of this. Yeah, because yeah, this is I believe I'm confident that with the presence of the face of my face, the facial expression, right, it's going to go a long way to improve the energy around the sessions, and of course you guys will benefit more and I will also benefit more, right? So this trade that I'm looking at now was triggered at 9, and this is already 12, but it's still within the range. All right, it's still within the range. It does not, trade has not really moved too far yet, so I can still set it. All right, so what I will do is I will set the trade. I will set the trade right away because uh, it's it's going to be a trade for one of my evaluation accounts, and that evaluation has been on for 2 weeks now, and I'm not sure I've taken a lot of trades on it. Yeah, I've had just two trades on that account right now. So trades are very, very precious. They're coming very slowly. So this one, I don't plan on missing this one. All right. So let me quickly calculate my lot size to get in the trade. Get get in the trade. Right away to get in the trade. Okay, US oil. US oil features. This instrument, yeah, it's not as straightforward as the others, as the regular currency pairs. So calculating the lot size for it is always 75.93. Yeah, it takes a bit more step, 5.93, compared to regular regular instrument. But that's not a big deal. It's not it's not a concern, right? It's not something that is worth worrying over. 76.47. 76.47. Right, so I'm gonna risk 2% on this trade. And that's my I've learned to have 2% as my maximum risk exposure for a day, because the yeah my broker yeah my broker works with 5% daily drawdown rule. So anything that will give me the tendency of hitting that 5% daily drawdown, I would like to stay clear, please. Thank you. All right. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, I'm glad that I learned this. All right, even though I learned it the hard way. I learned it by losing a phase two evaluation. All right, but that's the thing with learning. That's the thing with learning. If you refuse to learn from from what you read, what you see, others experience, then you'll be forced to learn by your own experience. And if you refuse to learn by your own experience, wow, then you probably need more experience. Like you need to be beaten even more for you to eventually get learn and get the message. So I've been beaten once, all right, by the 5% daily drawdown. Not even just once. Yeah, more than once, I think. Yeah, more than once. But I've been beaten with I've been beaten by that rule multiple times, and yeah, I've learned to respect it. I've learned to respect it in different ways. I'm glad that I have this knowledge. I'm glad that I learned these things, because now I'm in a place where I can advise my partners. I'm in a place where I can help others, you know, such that they don't make the same mistake. Or if they do make the mistake once, then they will speedily realize, where the mistake came from, and make the necessary adjustment. So overall, I'm still glad about the experience. I'm better because of it, and I'm bigger, and I am better. Yeah, that's very important to me. Progress, because the journey, it's gonna be an incredible journey. All right. So this trade is setting up for a buy. Right. This is a wedge. Well, I call anything like this a wedge. Okay, we call it a channel. I think that's better. All right. This is a channel. All right. The channel on the 4 hour time frame. Then on the 1 hour time frame, it's another channel, but it's already breaking the 4 hour time frame channel. So yeah, breaking to the upside. So I will respect the upside way more. I will respect the upside way more. Okay, so now if I'm gonna, yesterday I decided, I was in a session of one of my coaches, where he talks about the price trap strategy, and yeah, that is a strategy that it's quite incredible. All right, it's a very good strategy, but I don't use it. I don't use it, and for reasons that it did not, at the time when I was testing it out, I wasn't ready for it. All right, so it didn't give me the results that I wanted. You know, then because of that, I had to go look for my own strategy, which is a different, which is of course what I have now. You know, so but then I was in a class yesterday, and I really learned more about the strategy, and I I saw an opportunity to use it. Right, I saw an opportunity to use. I saw that I could combine it with my current strategy and improve the accuracy of my entries, and also address the shortcomings I had with the price trap. You know, the price trap back then when I was testing it, because the challenges I had with it or the concerns I had with it, they were the reasons why, they were the things that, you know, that put me off it and I stopped using it. But now, if I realize that if I combine it with my current trading strategy, it's really going to work out well for me. So that is what I'm going to do right about now. All right. So this is more or less a kind of price trap. So now I'm looking out for. In fact, I can even. I can even. Okay. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. This is an area right now for me. This is an area. The price came here, respected it. It came here again, and it's also respected it. All right. So that means that is an area of resistance confirmed. Now, another thing I'm seeing here, I'm seeing a double bottom, right? What I call the whammy. This is a whammy, right? It, it's a whammy because the second touch did not, get to the first touch. So it's a very good uh, whammy, a very good double bottom. So the entry, all I'm looking for here now is the entry confirmation for such a setup. So now I have three strategies working for me right now. Right, first one is my pattern strategy, which is, it's looking at the channel, right? Prices at the base of the channel, and it's surely going to, reject and go up, go towards the upside of the channel. That is one strategy working for me in this trade. Now the second one is the price trap. I've trapped the price in this area. All right, so if the price breaks this upper level, then I'm looking out for a retest, then for it to go all the way here. That is the second, strategy for this trade. Now the third one is the whammy double bottom. Right, I took this as an area, as a resistance area, and now price has touched it two times. The second touch was not up to the first touch. That is a good setup for my third strategy. All right, so what I'm looking out for now is just the confirmations. I wouldn't want to set a pending order on this trade. So what I would do is to watch out for it. I'll watch out for this trade. All right, I'll watch out for it. Immediately I see any buy candle, right? If I see a buy signal candle on at any point in time, you know, let's say, okay, this is looking like a, okay, if this candle changes before it elapses, right now the candle still has, it still has time to elapse, like 30 minutes to elapse. All right. If it changes into a buy candle, right now it's still more or less an indecision candle. Even though it looks like a sell, but for me it is still a indecision candle at this time. It's still an indecision candle at this time. So depending on how it closes, that is what will inform its true nature. And it is that true nature that will inform my entry decision. What I will do right now is I will wait for the next hour. That will be 1300 hours, and see what the candle printed. Now, if it doesn't print my buy candle, that is fine. I'll wait for the next candle, which will be printed at 1400 hours. Then, I'll keep checking every hour until I get a buy a buy candle. And of course that is still based on the condition that this second touch does not get to the first touch. Now, if that happens, then that is my signal to enter the market. I'm going to enter with a buy stop and make some money. I'll go all the way. I'll be going all the way. Of course, I'll do my TP1 and TP2. All right, now, because I really really want to make money with this trade, and I think I like what I see on my unicorn pair right now. So that is what we have. But because it's not a pending order, I can't use it as a signal for today's session. But I've learned something, and I believe you guys have also learned something. You know, yeah, it sounds crazy right now, but feel free to ask any question. Right, if I can answer the questions today, I will surely answer them on the next session. All right, guys. So let's have that. Feel free to ask your questions. All right. So let's. I'll be moving on. The trade I set up on the U.S. oil is I've not gotten my entry. You know, trade is set. I set a sell limit, hoping that the price will come back to this entry point and then move. But let's see what happens. It is whatever happens. It is what it is. All right. So let's quickly see the result of our previous setups. Okay. Yeah, this pair, this trade right here. Still waiting for our TP2 to hit. All right, that's why we're not looking at it too closely. We are waiting on our TP2. Our TP1 is already cleared, and we've already broken even on that trade. All right, of course, mentally, because I don't know if I actually took the trade. Like I told you guys yesterday, I don't know. Me and trade, I enjoy analysis more than actually, taking the trade and making some money. That's fine. I guess it's just one of the distractions. I allow myself to get distracted by too many things, and the important things they get overlooked because of that. All right. So this was a lesson. What happened on this trade? This was a lesson for us. Okay, we entered this trade based on our network. Give us back our trade. Okay, good. So we entered this trade based on this trend line. All right, we're hoping that the price will continue to take with the trend line and sell. All right, but unfortunately, it was not ready, which we should have done better. All right, this was the structure. All right, so this was the structure area. Right, price broke the structure, so of course it's gonna retest. Okay, so I guess we thought this was the retest. We probably thought this was the retest, but we forgot about like this old area. This old area is oh well, it is what it is. It broke out. We broke out of you know a yeah, a good area. Then it's testing that area, and that's what's happening right now. So that was a lesson. You'll probably be aware of that, but I don't think I learned too much on this right now. But that's fine. That's fine. Trade is not ready. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I was hoping it's going to move and go all the way to this, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so that has done its part. We move on. Let's look out for another opportunity. I really can't see any opportunity right about now on this trade. Right, I can see any opportunity on this trade right now. So we're moving on to another to the next pair. Let's see if we'll find something nice, something good, something to make us some good money, something nice, something good, something to make us some good money. Oh, do you guys feel the vibe? It's all about the energy, right? And I wanna be more energetic. Yeah, it feels good. Sometimes they say you gotta fake it to make it. All right. If you're faking being drab, careless, and you just appear, you know, uninspired, you just appear bored, then internally your mind will also be bored, you'll also be uninspired, you'll most likely also, be drab, bored, and just not happy. All right. But if your external appearance, if your activity, your actions show excitement, if your actions express joy, express happiness, express activity, fun, then in your mind as well, that is what is going to happen in your mind. You'll be excited. You'll be fun. You'll be having fun. You will enjoy what you're doing. You'll have real happiness, and of course, happiness is a continuous process. You can't just be happy today and tomorrow you'll be normal. I think that's real happiness. I don't think so, right? It's just like eating food. You can't just be well today and tomorrow you don't eat. My guy, when the hunger starts, you won't try it again. All right, so it's a continuous thing. You need to build, and of course, it's an habit. All right, if you've had the habit of being careless and bored for 10 years, for 20 years, for all your life, that's fine. It's an habit. All right. But the easiest way to break an habit is to replace it with another. habit. All right, so trying to break the habit of being bored and being boring and being bored, right? You need to replace it with being excited and becoming an excitement to your environment. All right, so that is what it's up. That is what it is. That is how we roll. That is how we roll. All right, guys. I'm gonna need to stop the session for now. I think we've learned something today, even though we couldn't get any trade, but I think we're good for now. So we've learned something, and I'm sure tomorrow we'll learn even more things. All right, so hope you all have fun. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.